Hello everyone, I'm back. Had a good time this morning making a card, and it's World Cardmaking Day today, so I'm celebrating by making cards. And here's my first card I made this morning, and this is the live video to show you how we made that. So that's using the set that is on the front of the catalogue, the Stampin' Up catalogue, and I just love it. It's so simple. You can make it fancy or leave it simple. I'll make another card a bit later, and I just thought I'd check in with everyone, see how you're all going. If you've got any card making happening today. I've just got to get my video up on my screen here so I can see any comments, and feel free to comment if you're in here so that I know you're here. That'd be great, and then I can just hopefully see them and answer you. Otherwise I'll check the comments later and get back to you then. So I will put the video over the top of my work table in a little while, and that way you can see what I'm doing on the table. It's much easier than just, you know, what you can see in this picture now. I like to do it this way so, you know, you get to see my face and see who I am, and I get to see you. Well, you know, little video screen. So basically I went through a few things this morning about different products, so check that video out. A few different tips in there about how to connect your stamps, put your stickers on your stamps and things like that. One thing I was playing with yesterday was this beautiful stuff, and it's the rainbow paper, and it's glitter paper. You can see that? Check that out. It is so pretty. The really good thing about this glitter paper, it's not like other glitter paper, it doesn't come off. The glitter does not come off. Check that out. Nothing on my fingers, look. It's so good. And I thought I'd try stamping on it. So I did. And it's come up like this. It's beautiful. And it dried. I was a bit worried it wouldn't dry, but nothing on my finger. So I just let that air dry overnight, and just to be really on the safe side. So that's good. I really love it. It's really pretty. So I'll be putting that together at some time, and then I'll post it up on my page. But I'm going to put it onto the Bumblebee cardstock like this, and I think that's really pretty. Really pretty. I just love that paper. It's like, oh, you know, look at this. Oh, gorgeous. We might do something with something. I've got a few stamp sets here. Anyway, the exciting thing, I put my order in this week, and it came today. So I got all excited so I can show you my box of goodies. So I think I'll put the camera up on the top, and then we'll have a look in my box of goodies to see what I got, and then I'll make another card. Okay, so if you just bear with me for a moment while I do that. It can be a little noisy, so if you've got earplugs in, just block them for a moment. I have my camera set up over here on the music stand. Oops, it's very handy. But it means I have to move it over onto my other stand, which is above my head. Just going to make sure we're up the right way before I pop it down. And just peel that off. And put it on fairly straight. Ooh, there we go. Did it. Be a bit tricky sometimes. I will try not to kick it. Okay, let me get my box. Let me get my box. So when you order something from Stampin' Up, it's always fun getting a box. I'll just move my stamp out of the way. And my card. My punch. Right. Oh, it's a little blurry there. Sorry about that. What's going on with the blur? It's blurry. Let's get some... No, we're not going to focus. Sorry. Technology's been fun today. Had a few moments where it told me the internet wasn't working, so I was a bit worried. Let's see if we can focus on what's in the box, shall we? As always comes with a confirmation of what you ordered. And what have we got? Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. Now I decided to get a few odd bits, not just all collections. So you can buy things in suites and collections, or you can buy things individually. So I'll just show you the catalogue for a moment. In the front here, it's got, so there's suites, right? And then there's a section on kits. There's kits, and the kits have all, like this kit has the stamp block, stamps and ink spot. It's got everything you need in that kit to make it. And I'm pretty sure that kit is in my box, so that will be good. And then there's other things like the project kit, for instance, on this page over here. It doesn't have as much in there, but it has the stamps and it has some adhesive, so that you get those things that are in the picture here. All right, and then this one is a product medley, so you'll get those die cuts, the stamps, there's more die cuts there, and the papers, all the things that are in this picture here. So you can just buy a product like that and start making cards, see if you like it. You know, I haven't met anyone yet that hasn't liked it, but you know, everyone's different. So you might just like one aspect of it. So that's how the kits work and their products. Or you can just buy them individually. Sorry, I'll go to another page to show you their suite. Let's find one. You find a suite. Okay, so this is the suite collection, and it's the Whale of a Time. And down the bottom here, it shows you what you get in it. So if you were going to buy it as a suite collection, you would use this number here. So you only have to put one item number in when you're ordering. You pay that amount and you get all of this. If you don't want all of this, you can choose, oh, I only want to get that, the embossing folder, or I only want to get the papers. And you just put in the individual item number here. And that gives you the price next to it as well. Okay. Right, let's have a look in the box. Now, we've got Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. So this is very pretty. I'll open that in a minute. Toll Tidings Designer Series paper. And that, I love that. Look at that. It's got little horse and carriage, little hat. You know what I saw someone do with this the other day? They used the stamp that I'm going to use later. I've hidden it. There it is. This stamp. And it's the postage stamp. And they used it to postage stamp a section of the paper. And gee, it looked good. It was so cute. So I'm probably going to do that. That's what I bought. Pearl Basic Jewels. Just, now this will go with my card. Just because. I just bought them because I like them. Oh, my little blings come out of the packet. One of my blings have come out. I'll just put my bling back. I'll just put my bling back in the bag. Hang on a second. Sorry, I'm off camera at the moment. It's got a bit of bling stuck to my finger. It's not where I want the bling. Oops, I'll put that away later. Okay, so that was some Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels, and they're very useful for different things because they've got all the different colours in them. Pop that up there. Right, and I bought some Calypso coral cardstock. Now, you might ask why. Why did she buy that? Because for my next card class, sorry, the light's in the reflection there. For my next card class, I'm going to be making this card and a few others from this set. And I've used the Calypso coral on there. So I pre-cut all my cardstock for my kit classes. and you can order those through my events. I'll put the event on Facebook soon, or just send me an email, that's fine. And we organise that, so we just pay for the kit cards. So the card class is $20 while I'm doing it on Zoom, and you get the pre-cut 3 cards and instructions as well. Right, I've got a bit of bling on that as well, so that's why I bought my Calypso coral. Calypso coral. Right, what else have we got? I bought a little A block because I wanted another one. That's the little one. That's the smallest block. Now, these always come with lots of air in them, because that's very useful. Keep everything nice and secure. So here's the Simply Citrus card kit I was showing you before. So it comes in a nice box. So if you wanted to gift it to somebody, you could even do that, because it's such a nice box that can be used again. And you can package it. You could make the cards up and package it and give it as a gift for people to use the cards and the box. Or you could just make the cards yourself and then use the box as a gift. I'll show you that kit again. So it comes like this, Simply Citrus. So you've got the stamps to do all those little bits and pieces, and there's little stickers in there, little blingy bits. See, there's some little blingy parts there as well, embellishments, some thread, pretty envelopes. There's the box in the corner you can see in the picture. So there's so many different things you can do with that, and you just stamp the words onto the card there. There we go. That's nice. That'll be good fun to play with. And I bought the boho, where's that one, indigo. Next page. I bought the boho indigo refill kit. So that's down the bottom here. So you can buy this, the kit, and then once you've used bits up, you can buy the refill kit, which just gives you the papers and there's some of the flowers, see? They're the little flowers that you can stick on. They're really cute. So that's the refill kit. The refill kit has 48 sheets of 6x6 designer series paper. That's the paper here. 6 sheets of very vanilla and dry embossed paper, and 6 sheets of die cuts and 40 paper flowers. Let's just pull that out. Actually, I'll pull that out in a minute. I'll just get the rest of the stuff out of the box. I decided to get the 4-season floral stamp set, and you'll find that in the front of your mini catalogue. I'll find my mini catalogue here somewhere. But hiding everything. Mini catalogue go. There it is. Mini catalogue. That's the one on the front. And I already have some of these cards from the actual bigger collection that you can buy. But this stamp set here is in this little mini catalogue. So this is the Make Beautiful Things. We'll show you how. And it's a really good starter catalogue if you've never stamped before and you want to learn. This is a good place to start. And new to stamping, it tells you all about the stamps. And this is the little set here. So again, you can just make your little stamps. So if you wanted to buy the whole set here, you would use the number at the top. I've just bought the stamp set on its own, so I'm just using that number there to buy the stamp set. But if you buy all of these things here, you'll get everything that's in this picture here. And that's enough to create all the cards. All right, let me get the box out of the way. Over there. And I'll just open the papers and show you what the papers look like. Let me get rid of my card. Everything out of the way. This is the boho set. So it comes with a really nice firm bit of card in the packet so that it doesn't bend. So there's 2 sizes of flowers. There you go. That's very cute. I really like this paper. Gorgeous. Now I'll go over here and open this because it's always too noisy. The noisy bit over there. I'll move this out of the way for a minute. This is the very vanilla. Look at this. Look at that. That's all embossed. Check it out. That's nice. Okay, so then you get these little pop-out bits. So these are pre-cut. And there's a little flower. Look, see, they're pre-cuts. So there's a few of those. Oh, here's some more paper. Oh, this is pretty. Look at that one. Ooh, nice. Oh, they're all different designs. Oh. Very nice. Oh, there's some little leaves with gold on them. Wow, that's pretty. I like these. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, so how many of those were there? There's 6 or something. 6 sheets of die cuts. 6 sheets of very vanilla. 1, 2, 3. They're all stuck together. They're all a bit stuck together. Okay. And there's the little papers. Nice. Lovely variations in there. There's a little flower one you could use with that embossed flower one. Oh, that's yummy. I never eat them, don't worry. I just call them yummy because I think they're gorgeous. Because I think they're gorgeous. Right, I'll get into that later. I'm going to be so busy. Good, isn't it? Okay, I'll just have a look in these papers too while we're here, shall we? So these are the bigger papers, the designer series paper. And they usually just come in a different, some of them come in other packets with a sticky bit. Others are like this, they're like a little cling wrap packet. Just got to, I've used the scissors there to break it open. And I keep my papers in the packets because I like to. I'll just pull them out a bit. Now all the papers, actually I'll put that back later. All the designer series papers have 2 sides to them. So you can choose which side you're going to use. Oh, I love that. That is so nice. That is so nice. Just do those. And then this one has that on the back. Green on one side. So they've mixed them up a bit. Cool. Look at that. That one's got that. That one's got that. That one's got... See, often they're all the same. As in... They have this on one side and the same on the other side, 2 pieces of it, but they look like they've mixed them up so that you've got an option. That's on the back of this one. I like that idea. That's the same. Okay, they just did it for the other 2. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that one. Little bears. Oh, lovely. Here we go. So that's the paper. Oops. Toll Tidings Designer Series paper. You'll find that one in here. I think, or is it in the other one? No, it's in this one. So that paper is found in the mini catalogue. This one here, the Handmade for You, August to December. And It's the Toll Tidings Designer Series paper, if you were looking for that. And it's featured on page 34. And they've featured the paper here with some stamps, but you don't have to buy the stamps. You can just play with the paper if you want to. Right, that's that one. And this other one. So papers on special at the moment, Designer Series paper, select papers, and I have put that on my blog spot. If you're interested in that, there's a PDF file, or I can send it to you if you'd like it. If you go to my blog spot, which is on my page here, just here, blog spot, I've got a page in there, like a section on Stampin' Up. So I've actually put the PDF on there if you're interested in that sale. So that's for October. There's 15% off the some Designer Series papers. And these are 2 of them. So this one is called Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. This is really pretty. There's that one and that one. So that one's the same on both sides. Just put them down as I go. And then this one comes with that on the back. And this one comes with that on the back. Oh, green, pink, green. These are nice and bright. So this is part of a suite. Let me just have a look at the suite for you. Artistry Blooms, page 130 and 132. I don't have this suite. That's the stamp set. And there's die cuts as well. So these flowers here will be die cuts. See how they're grey? And up here in this picture is the die cut piece. So that die cuts are here. Let me show you that. And if you buy the stamps and the die cuts together, you can buy them as a bundle, like in this picture. 10% off when you buy some. When it's called a bundle, you get 10% off the price. If you had bought them separately, you pay more. And this page, isn't that pretty? So these are all the papers I'm showing you right now across here. And it's called Artistry Blooms Suite. So again, if you wanted to buy that, you would put in this number here and you would get everything that's shown on this page, or you can buy the pieces individually. Wow, that's pretty. Look at the thank you card. Isn't that pretty? Bits of bling on there. And I wish I'd bought the bling. I didn't see this until I was looking at the cards. Look at the bling. That's really pretty. I might have to put that in my next order. Keep going with the papers. So that's the back of that one. You better hurry up and get on to a card. That one's green. And last is pink. And black and blues and greens. There we go. And that's all that DSP. If you see the letters DSP, that's what we're talking about. Designer Series paper. Okay, that's all that. Let's do something. What time is it? Oh, it's 1:30 already. Wow, doesn't time fly when you're having fun? It's amazing, isn't it? Just got to answer somebody. Yep. Right. Just let someone know that I'm online. Righto, now let's just get another card ready. And I have pre-cut some card, which I just moved out of the way. Where did I put it? Had it all on my desk, nice and tidy. Here it is. Okay, here's my card. And I've used a card that is in the catalogue, if you have one handy, on page 169. Where's 169? Okay, over here. This one. Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be a nice card to make. It's so pretty, isn't it? I like that. So I've actually pre-cut my pieces this time. Last video I cut everything as I went, and which took longer, always does. So I've actually pre-cut the pieces of card, but I haven't done the stamping, so I'm going to do the stamping now. I'll just see if anyone else is coming in. Where that is up to. I'm just checking with someone who's trying to see my live and then not seeing it, so I'm hoping I'm live. It says I'm live. byfihandcrafts is live now. So I'm not sure what's happening there, so I'll just get started. Okay. So the first thing I'll do is get my stamps ready. And one thing I noticed, I haven't put all the stamps on that I need. So I showed you how to do labels on stamps in the last video. So I've still got to do a couple now, so I'll do that. Great, she's found me. Woohoo! So I keep my phone on the side so I can check if anybody can't get in, they can talk to me. Right, what's this one say? This says something. This says something. Love is what makes us family. Isn't that nice? Love is what makes us family. So I showed you in my last video how to put a stamp on using a block. And I'm just deciding whether to do that with this one or do it the other way. I think I'll do it the other way because it's longer. Although I'll have to get my long block out anyway. So I just line it up, do it over the dark colour, like this. And push it down a bit. And then I peel off the other side. Like this. And then very carefully sort of roll it back down, but lining it up at the same time with the edges of the paper. Push it in. Like that. Okay, and then I put a bit on my sleeve so that I get a bit of fluff on it. one. Now, what other ones do I need? So this is the picture I'm doing, this one. And I need to find those other stamps. So some of them are already done. So this one is done. Did I just do my usual trick? Do you know what my usual trick is yet? It's sticking my stamps to things and losing them. I'm really good at it. Like, it's usually on the back. It's usually on the back of my catalogue, you know, like that. So if you put them down, just be aware that they will stick to things. I'll just pop it back in the case. I keep doing that. It's the third time now. Never mind. Just say hi if you're in here so I can see you're in here. And say hi back. Just write a comment. Comment. It's not showing me today who's actually online with me, so I'm sorry if you're watching and I don't know you there. Can you add a comment so I know you're here? That would be good. I'm still having a lot of fun anyway, but it's nice to have other people here with me. Okay, where was I? I'm looking for the stamps I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to use this one here. So I'll do that one on the block. So what I do is I get the block. Let's put this little flower. Which bit did I put the fluff on? That bit. Let's put the flower in the box so I don't lose it. I pop the stamp on the block. And then I peel the bits off. I actually have a little video about this as well. It's not an hour long. And then I find the stamp. Pull the stamp out. Hi Lynette, I can see you here now. It says 2 people are watching me, but I'm not sure who the other one is, so that's okay. It's okay to be incognito as well. It's just nice to know. It could be me, because I'm Fern as well as byfihandcrafts. So okay, so then you pop your stamp down like that, and then line up. You can see the outline around the stamp, and line up your outline on the stamp. There we go. So are you crafting, Lynette? Are you making any cards today? Pop my stamp back in the thing. Now, what other ones do I need? I've already got the flower. So these are my stamps. So I've got the flower. I need that one. I need this one. I need this one. I need this one. I need this one. I think that's it. Let me just have a look. Oh, no, I need this one. I need this one. I need this one. We'll see. Oh, good. I hope you explore. Find something. That'd be good. Oh, now I've done that wrong, haven't I? Look. Put the stamp on. You obviously can stamp without putting the label on, okay? You can just put the stamp on the block. But having the label on is helpful because you can see the way your picture is and which way up it is. If you don't put that on, you have to really know what your stamp looks like first. I'll just put that one on. Right, there we go. And then I'm carefully pulling that up so that I can get it off the block. I can't get it off. Right, okay, I can get it off, and I got it off, and I put a bit of fluff from my sleeve on it so that I can get it off the block and the base. Right, I think that's all of them. Okay, put that back in the packet. So I'm going to make this little card, and if you want to make something along with me, that would be lovely. I'll put that over there so I can see it. Actually, no, I won't. That's not going to work. I'll put my paper over there. I've got an enlarged paper of it, but it's not very good colour. Okay, so I've pre-cut my card, which is rich razzleberry, yummy, and I've pre-scored the card here. So I'm just going to fold that and fix up my corners, make sure my corners are right. So I always check my corners before I use my bone folder. And just smooth that down like that. Okay. And usually I turn it over and use the other side, because if I've used the folder on it, it can leave a little bit of a mark on it. So this way. Right, so what this card's going to look like, it's going to be this way. Get rid of my rubbish off the table. I have a bin right next to me. And it's going to be a piece of whisper white cardstock on the front, like that. And then we're going to stamp all over here. And then I'm going to use this piece for my stamp in the middle. The love is what makes us family. And then I'm going to cut these two. So if you have rough edges, I didn't get around to changing my blade, you can just use a nail file. I'm not going to worry about the ends because I'm going to be chopping the ends off in a minute. Just do the edges a little bit like that, just to smooth that down a little bit. That one's not too bad. I just like to do that. And then we'll go stamp happy. Stamp happy. Alrighty. I'll put my card to the side. So the different stamp colours we're using are shaded spruce, rich razzleberry, old olive, calypso coral. It's a bit hard to see that, but these are the little mini ink spots. And I ink them myself using the refills. So I'll turn them over so you can see the names. Calypso coral, mango melody, and mint macaroon. Macaron, sorry, not macaroon. It's not a macaroon. It's a macaron. Love is what makes us family. Right. So now I just need to work out which one's which. So I think I'll start with the light colours. Maybe the flowers. Oh, can't decide. I'll start with old olive. Why not? Okay, so I've got a piece of paper that I just blew up so that I could see the pattern. Looks a bit blurry, but you know, at least it's a pattern. So I'm just going to work with that. You can just wing it though, put them wherever you like. Just move my punch over there and get to my stamp. Right, I want to use my little blingy stamp, this one. I'm going to use this one. This stamp. So I'm going to put it about there because this is going to sit in the middle. So you could even mark it to get an idea. I might actually do that. I'm going to put that in around the mid, not quite the middle. I'm going to come down a tiny bit and just mark either side of that, just so I have a little bit of a, because that's going to be covered up, because when we put this on, this one's going to be above it and this one's going to be below it. So we can actually put the pencil marks there to give us an idea, and I think it'll probably go out to about there, roughly, just to give me a rough idea. Okay. And that way I can see, right, I want to stamp here and I want to stamp there. So I'm just going to stamp everywhere. Stamp everywhere. There's my bit of paper. I like to stamp first onto a bit of paper just to double check it. See, if you go lighter, go a few spots, you can get a few different variations of the colour. And I prepared one earlier. This one here is the rich razzleberry. And I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stamp offs. So, you know, that just shows you how much you can get out of one stamp if you want that depth and variation in your stamping. Alrighty. So, I'm going to re-ink my stamp. Oh, missed a bit. Just check your stamp, look at it, make sure you've got ink on it. There we go. And so this one's got one out about here, and on their card they've got one out about there. So I'm just going to do that. Oh, that went all blurry. What a shame. Look at that. I'm going to turn the card over. So if in doubt, turn the card over. Yeah, see how it went all blurry there? I must have moved the stamp as I went. So I'm going to turn it over. Do that again. And I'll be covering up that bit anyway, you won't see it. That's better. Right, and then we'll do another one down here. Out there. Okay, and I've just got to wipe my stamps in between. Okay, nice. That one over there. And we don't want any more old olive, so we'll put old olive away. Now, which raspberry? No, I think I'll do the leaves first. All right, we want some mint macaron, and I want my little leaves. Put that down. Right, how's your exploring going, Lynette? Okay, so there's some stamps up here. There's one about there. And there's one about, ooh, where's this one? Down here. Yep. Is that it? 1, 2, 3 of those. And then, what else do I want? That one. Okay, now we're going to our shaded spruce. If you're not sure how to open these, you can open them like this. Slowly, that's okay. It's okay to be slowly. Or you can squeeze the bottom of them here, and it pops it open, see? Ta-da! And we'll just do some of these ones. Ooh, that's yummy. Right, where's this one? About here, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's around there. It's going to be around there. Okay, now I want to stamp this one up like this, but I don't want it up here. So I'm going to use my piece of a sticky so that I don't get it on the other part of the card. Okay, so I'm just going to put that across there. Whoops, it is. I dropped the stamp in the ink pad. Get ink everywhere. That's why I'm wearing an apron. Right, clean my stamp. Right, let's try that again. The other way I could do it, and I do this sometimes, is I stamp off to the side of the ink pad like that, but I'm not sure how much of the ink, the stamp I want, so I'm going to do it like this. So there's another piece that comes out about, let me see if I left enough room for my flower. No. Oh. I might have to do this one in a different spot. There's one up here. Go that one. And there was one here, but they've got a flower in there, but I haven't left enough room for it. So, well, I'll just play with it a bit. I'll just put it in anyway. Let's go there. Alrighty. Ah, I missed an old olive one. I just saw it. It's really easy to miss one. Ah, yeah, it is, isn't it? Look, there's another one up there. There's one up here. There's one going this way. Right. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it. Let me go back and do my other old olive one. Of course, there was one up the top. Okay, so the weather looked nice today. Athena's out at the markets today. Where's my other green one I saw? I saw another, oh, down here. That's it. I'm thinking, where was it? There we go. Wash my stamp on my chamois. And, right. Oh, and don't forget it's daylight saving tonight, everyone. Change our clocks. Just thought about that. It's a long weekend here. Now, which flower am I up to? I might do this one. This one? Yeah, that'll do. That on there. Now that is done in, let me think. I've got to look at the other picture for this one, because my printed picture didn't work very well. I think it's this one. Calypso Coral. Actually, do I want to do the stem or not? Sure if I want the whole stem in there. Because then the leaves would be coral, wouldn't they? Although we're not going to see the leaves, so it doesn't matter. Okay. There's one of them out here. Don't worry about the leaves too much. There's one of them around. There's one of them around here. So I'll just stick it on there anyway. And there's one around here. One around here. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There we go. Right. Oh, that's looking pretty with those colours. Next. And put that little one on. And that one is, I think, Mango Melody. Mango Melody. That's a nice name. So did you have any questions, Lynette? I'm going to stamp ink this one this way because it's a little one. And this one, I've not done the spacing the same, but it's about there. And then there's one down around here somewhere. Here. And of course the joy of this is you can just put it anywhere you like. Well, I think that one's a bit down, but never mind. Question is, will I see it when I cover it all up? Will I see it? Let me just check that for a minute. So when I go like that, I'm not going to see that one, so I'm going to do that one again. Up a bit more. Doesn't matter if I've got a couple of them. Just give it a little bit of height, because you won't see the bottom one. Yeah. That gives that one. 1, 2, 3. I don't think there's another one, is there? Oh yeah, there's another one over there. There's another one over on the side. Can't see it in the book. Can see it on the other picture though. And it's about there. Right. There we go. Not at the moment. Cool. You know where to find me. Right. What have we got left? We've got some other flowers. These little flowers. And that's the rich razzleberry. Razzleberry. And that little flower, let me see if I can get it the same way they've got it. I'm not sure. It's about here, I think. Yeah. And there's one under here. There's one over here. I think that's it. They've got seem to have three. They seem to be doing them in threes, so that works out well. And if I just put my paper back together and hold it, I might have to bring that in a little bit. Maybe I didn't go out far and wide enough. Now the joy of this is if you didn't go out far and wide enough, like I don't think I did when I look at the widths of these, or I can make these a little narrower. So if I had that like that, because we're going to chop the ends off as well, don't forget. And that one there to there, that'll show that flower. I might have to come up a little. Oh no, that should work out okay. Yeah, it should work out okay. I do like this card, it's a pretty little one. Right, now we just need a sentiment to play with that one. Here's my sentiment, and I need a stamp block that's long enough. Where did I put my stamp blocks? Stamp block. Now I might put that on a bit straighter so that it's a bit easier to stamp it. Right, there we go. That's better. And I'm using the Stays On ink today, which is a permanent one. So just be careful with that one on your clothes and that. And you have to just clean this one off. You can clean it off on the chamois. It will stain your chamois, but then the chamois stained anyway. So if anyone wants to see my chamois. But you need to clean it off with a special Stays On cleaner that you buy with it. But it does stamp very nicely. So I'm just going to do a test one first on my piece of paper. See, that one wasn't quite good. Do a couple so I get the right feel for it. So cute. All right. That away. I always turn my stamp over too and check it to see if I've got ink on everything. I'm missing a bit off the F. There we go, that's better. Now don't put on the card, Fiona. Put it on here. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp on this piece, about the middle of it, and then I'll work out my ends. Actually, I'll go closer to one end first. Out there, I think. Yeah. Pop. There we go. That's all right. Probably a tiny bit off. It's probably a tiny bit close to the bottom, but I think it'll be okay. My ink away, so that comes with a little plastic cover to go over the actual ink pad. That stays on. And then we're going to use our punch, my lovely labels, what's it called? Lovely Labels Pick a Punch. So this is a bundle, this punch and the stamp set, and you can buy them as a bundle, which means you get 10% off. If you bought the stamps and punch separately, you'd pay 10% more. I'm just going to file my edge a little bit sticking up a bit while I cut it. Just use my burn folder and run over the edge of that a little bit to push it back down. Seems to be sticking up a bit. Smooth it down with the folder. That's better. That's better. And I'm just going to punch the ends of this. So I want to go, I think this one's going to work out. Which one will I use? I used this one last time. I'm going to use this one this time. You just slide that in. So I've cut it to the width of the punch here, which was, you're going to ask me that, aren't you? It's on my other sheet. Let me think. It's one, okay, so the wider one is 2.5 centimetres. The middle one is 1.9 centimetres and the smaller one is 1.3. So that goes, oh, hang on. The smaller one's in the middle there. Oh, I have done these two the same. Silly me. The smaller one in the middle here is 1.3 and I used that on this card to the daffodil one. Right, so when you pop it in there, you line it up. It goes right to the end of the punch here. So if you turn it over, you can see that it's butted right up against the edge. And then you just stamp it, punch it. Not stamping, is it? Okay, so there's that one. Now, if you wanted to know how long to cut that one off, sorry, just threw the bit in the bin. That's not very helpful, was it? Let me just punch a piece off this end because it's too long. We know it's too long, so I'm going to punch a bit off that end because I just threw the other one in the bin. All right, so if you decide where you want it, if you know you're going to want the punch there, so I'm looking at that going, yeah, I think I want it there. Just put a little mark on your card and just trim it off using, if you can cut straight, use your paper snips. If you can't, use a trimmer. I'm going to use my little mini cutter and just line it up at the top. And I don't know if you can see that up there. Can you see it? Can you see my line? No, can't really see it there. My line, it's a bit hard to see. Let me pull it up. It's under there. There's a little mark I made. So I'm lining it up with the edge of the trimmer. And I'll just cut, you're going to cut that off anyway, so that's fine. And then you can just pop it back in your cutter and punch. Make sure it's lined up. Punch it. And then you've got them the same from either end. And a little piece left over for something else. There's my other end. Okay, chuck the ends away, or keep an end if you want to with your punch, so you can always use it to measure. Right, and now these ones go on top. So we're going to punch an end again. Tuck it in. There we go. Punch an end. And I'll keep my end this time. So I've got it. So it's a matter of just laying it on the top and working out where you want them. So we know that this edge here, on theirs, they've gone a little bit longer on this one. So I'm going to go about, work with this one in the middle. So their green one is a tiny little bit longer. So if I look at it that way, if I use this green piece, so if I wanted to go a little bit longer again, there, about there, and I'll mark that on my green. And then this one, I'll use the green bit just to give me that idea of how long it is. and that's going to be a little bit longer than the other. It goes under the white one, but I'm just trying to measure all over the place here. Okay, so that one goes out about there, and then the other one will come out about there, I think. About there. I'm going to go there. All right, let's commit. Let's commit. There we go. And I'm just going to whack them in here and chop that off. And chop that off. Put my little bits over there. And just put this in the punch. Again, make sure you've got it lined up. You can feel it when you push it in, but it's still a good idea to check. All right, then this one fits in the middle. Should fit in the middle, but I've done it too tight again. I think it's okay. So because this one is a little bit different, like it's a bit tight, so I'm just double checking the back. Oh, must have cut it just a tiny bit too tight. I can feel it stop, so drop it in. Right, that over there. And we're just going to put it all together like that. Now I'm wondering, this one might be a tiny bit too long. Yeah, I feel like that's a bit too long, this one. So I'm going to cut a little bit more off that. I'm going to just put it back in. Oops, bent it a bit. You won't see that. So it's under the thing like that. I'm going to take that much off the bottom. You could even do it without this one on. But for this occasion, we're just following the instructions on my paper here. Okay, there we go, and it's going to look like that. And then I'm going to put a bit of this ribbon that's hiding under my things. This is from the Greenery, Forever Greenery Suite. It's the gold trim. It's lovely. I've been using it a bit lately. So we'll put a bit of that underneath the card. So they've tied it, look at the other book, they've tied it underneath the whole thing, I think. So we'll just do that. So probably about 2 times. Not sure how long to do that. You want a bit to tie a bow at the end, so I'm going to make sure I want to go around again. That's pretty, isn't it? I love it. I love it. Ooh, you could be really different too, couldn't we? Do it like that. No, next time. Okay, so I need to come back across and find the things on my desk. I'll go a bit longer. I don't like to waste it, but I don't want to be short either. Okay, so they've just basically tied it like this and then put their bits on top. I will try that. Just want to have a bit more. Oh, got it out the wrong way. Ah! It's very slippery. Slippery ribbon. Twine ribbon. Right. Am I there yet? Are we there yet? Nearly. Once we get it tied, we'll be okay. All right then. Now we're going to put a bow in it. So I'm going to put a knot in it. I don't often knot my ribbons, but for this occasion, I am going to knot it. So that it stays tight. Don't want it too tight. I don't want it to pull the card up. And it's always harder when you're doing this live. Although I do talk to myself a fair bit, so maybe I'm practicing my lives anyway. There we go. Not too tight, not too loose, just right. Okay, but at the end of my card, because I flipped it over, remember, because I did that, the end of my card's looking a little bit rough there. So I'm just going to file that down a bit. Didn't notice that before. I'll definitely be changing my blade today. Just rub that down. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I'll tie the bow last. So then we just want to position these on. These don't have anything printed on them. And that one will be about there. I think that's right. So that'll be about there. I'm just going to bring it over here and just pop it on the table so I can actually line it up on my lines and make sure we are straight. And that will sit on the top. That looks about right. Just going to go down a little bit that way so that we're not what do you think? What do you think? Good position? I think we're pretty straight there. I'll come up a tiny bit. All right. Now, I'll just put my little punch on that for a second. And grab my tear and tape. I'm going to hold that in position with a bit of tape. There we go. So it doesn't come apart. There we go. And this one is going to go up. I'm not going to peel the edges off that. I'll put another bit under here. Actually, I'll put more under here because this bit here is going to be stuck to the card. I don't think I'll put this bit up higher. I think this one's going to go flat against the ribbon. Well, maybe it should go up a bit because the ribbon actually gives it a bit of padding. I was going to put the top one up. Maybe I'll put them both up. I'm just going to put a ribbon on this one. Sorry, tape on this one. Maybe I will put them both up because the ribbon is actually a bit bulky. So I'll just put that up. On some Stampin' Dimensionals. I've got the mini Stampin' Dimensionals. You can get the larger ones as well, the Stampin' Dimensionals, or the minis. So I'm just going to put some of them on the back. So I'm not actually tearing the sticky off that bit because, I mean the tape off it, the backing off the tape, because I don't want it to stick on there. I just used it to hold it together. I'll just put these either side. Because if I put these on top of the tape backing it, they won't stick. They'll just come straight off. All right, peel off my little backings. Must be time for coffee soon. Hot chocolate. Latte. Chai. Right. There we go. I've got all my little bits off actually. I'll put one more in the middle before I stick that down so it doesn't cave in when I put the other bit on. That piece on here. Right, now to put this on, I often just eyeball it and look at it to get it straight, but I'm going to actually use my grid paper And so this gold here is about on that one, and it's on about the same one over here, so that's good. That's looking nice and straight. I mean, you wouldn't have to have that straight, but just for this exercise we'll do it that way. Now I moved it. Do you hate that? Oh dear. Move it up a tiny bit. You can move them again later too once you've stuck things down, like the ends of them. Okay, and I think I'll go, let me look at the picture. I'll go about there. I want to see some of those flowers at the top there, and I want to make sure I'm about the same finger width in there. It's about the same. And my gold line, my green line, I think that's up a little bit higher. I haven't pushed it all down yet, but it's grabbed a bit. It's grabbed a bit, some of them. So that's on about that line there. That's on about that line there. Sorry, I got my hand in the way. This line here. This line here, so that looks good. I'm happy with that. Push it down. And then this one I was thinking of putting that up higher, but I don't know. In the picture it looks like it's up higher. I guess you could go, why not? The only problem, if you do them too high, when you post them, they'll charge you more money for posting them. I think this one would fit through okay. You have to be careful of that when you're getting too carried away with your bling. Oh well, you don't have to, but if you don't want to spend too much money on postage. We're nearly there. Nearly there. What time is it? 2:12. Oh, I've gone a little bit longer. To go back and watch the first bit, Lynette, because I unboxed earlier. Did an unboxing. All right. Just push that down and then put it all together. My card. Oh, I'll tie the bow last. Okay, so on the back of it, I'm just going to use, what am I going to use? I think I'll use my Plus. Stampin' Seal Plus. I like this one. I'll just go along. Oh, just go along. I just go along. I'm not good at just going along. Let me get the tape around the corner. Just go along like this. And keep it nice and straight, because yesterday I managed to pull it off the thingammy-what's-it. And then if you grab it on the tape that's already rolled out, it actually helps to roll the thing. So I'm not going to go over the ribbon. I'm going to go around the ribbon. And see how it's just come over the end there? I'll just push that back with my finger. Don't want it sticking out. And then just grab it on the tape again and go along. This one breaks off really nicely because it's got little ridges on it. See, I'm starting to go across there again. I have this knack of pulling the tape off the side. You're not meant to do that. The lid back on. So it's got nice little ridges in it, that tape. You see the lines? And they break off quite easily when you stop. Okay, now just keep your long bits out of the way so they don't get stuck on the tape. I'm just going to carefully, now this goes from edge to edge, so we just go right to the edge and make sure I'm going to try and make sure I've got the right widths at the top and bottom so they're virtually equal. I'll line up one side like that. I think that's pretty good. And before I push it down, just have a good look at it. It's pretty close enough for me. Right, here we go. Oh, that's so pretty. So looking at that, I think I would do a few more stamps around here next time and bring it out a little bit more. But what I'll do today, I might put a bit of bling there. I'm going to tie my bow. And the bow, I might have to put a bit of glue on it to stop it falling undone. It's hard to get it tight. It's not going the way I like it. I'm wondering whether to tie it again and do a double one. Do a double bow. I might do that so it holds. Thank you, Lynette. Right, so it sort of sits like that. Oh, not sure I'm 100% happy with my bow. Might have to undo that again. Sorry. Got to be happy with it. Okay, let me try that again. At least I've got a big knot there now. Make the bow a bit smaller and cut the ends off. It's too big. That's better. That's better. And I'm going to push that piece through there. Right, that's better. I'm happier with that. I'm just going to chop that end off. I'll leave that one a bit longer. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit longer than the card. And I'm thinking if I put a little bit of bling over this side, that might help. There's my bling. Bling. Oh, what bling will I use today? I used this one this morning. I think I might have to use that one again. Although I've got this one as well, which has got little gold bits in it. Let's have a look at those. Oh dear, I moved one. Oops, be careful with your bling. I wonder if they'll be nice. Yeah, I think they'll be nice. What do you think? One of them on there? To get one off and have a look. Now these have got glue on the back of them, but you have to be careful when you're getting them off there to make sure the glue stays on them. Or down here. I might do one. I like it down there because that'll fill that space a little bit. And a small one. Yeah, there. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, I'm going with that. And that gives us a 3-bit of bling. So you've got 2 there, and there's the ribbon's your 3rd one. It's always good to go odd. Right, here we go. That's my little card. Hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure to see you on board and watching, and for anyone else that watches later, let me know if you watch and pop a comment in the comments. And if you want to order anything or ask any questions about what I've done today or about any of the Stampin' Up products, just give me a bell. Go to my blog spot or my stampinup.net website and all the information's on there. If you're putting an order in online, just use the host code for October, and that all goes on to my workshop. I'm the hostess, and if I get orders over $250, then I get Stampin' Up rewards, and then I can put them back towards my customers, and I always give a gift when I get purchases. So it's a good way to grow my business as well as keep in touch with everybody and reward you for your purchases with me. So thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!